Should cigarettes be made illegal? The short answer is no. It may seem ideal to ban cigarettes completely, but not all people will be able to immediately drop smoking. Once you're addicted, it's hard to quit. Cigarettes do not have a positive effect on modern society, but illegal purchases of cigarettes on the black market does not help much either. Several alternatives exist that can help us avoid medical conditions and deaths related to smoking. According to www.1920to30.com, there was a short-term prohibition of alcohol that was not effective. Along with alcohol, cigarette abuse cannot be easily put to rest. According to www.livescience.com, cigarettes cause drastic population declines, approximately 450,000 premature deaths a year. As of 2014, www.cdc.gov states that 3,200 people younger than 18 smoke cigarettes on a daily basis, and 16.8% of all adults were current smokers in 2014. That's 6,720,000 people. These issues can be reduced drastically without banning cigarettes completely, which will ultimately create chaos. Many people say that banning cigarettes completely is overly idealistic and may cause more problems than not banning them. One crime that develops involving a banned substance, health is a large issue related to cigarettes. But people's health may become worse if cigarettes become an illegal substance. Although banning tobacco completely seems like the logical option, it is better to reduce the amount of people that smoke in other ways. This makes things easier for the government and people that live in this country. It improves the overall health, but still allows America's citizens to have the freedom of choice our country is known for. Making tobacco an illegal substance will cause major issues, the most prominent of which is that the black market industry for illegal tobacco will skyrocket.
The black market consumption of cigarettes won't be as high as the number of people that stop smoking altogether, which will save the lives of many people. The several deaths and diseases related to smoking should be our country's primary focus.
There are several alternatives to making tobacco illegal that will decrease the number of deaths related to tobacco usage and help us avoid a large black market for cigarettes. We can also raise awareness of the harm cigarettes do to the body. This can be achieved by posting news articles in newspapers and online. We can also advertise the harm they do by putting up anti-tobacco commercials on national television. According to www.tobaccofreekids.org, well-known real cost commercials and others convinced over 100,000 smokers to quit. And using alternative methods, we can drastically increase health in general. Banning smoking is not ideal. It is very likely that this will wreak havoc on our country's citizens. Cigarettes are bound to be on the black market. People will be mad and some will be violent. One of several alternatives to banning tobacco completely is to simply raise taxes on cigarettes. According to www.cbpp.org, this is a good way to prevent people from smoking. The taxes people pay for those cigarettes can be used towards better health care and rehabilitation for the people that are addicted to nicotine. The taxes could be raised in small increments so it's not as noticeable to the tobacco consumer. This proves to be a clever way to increase the health of those who choose to smoke even when taxes are raised. This is just one of several ideas that help people become healthier citizens, and it also prevents children under the age of 18 from buying cigarettes. Seeing as they are more expensive, people are bound to stop buying cigarettes if they are not cheap, and the people that continue to smoke will be able to get the health care they need to help them become less addicted to tobacco and eventually quit.
Raising taxes on cigarettes is a bad idea. It has been proven that raising taxes on cigarettes drastically increases the black market industry for tobacco.
Banning cigarettes completely in our country will create a larger black market industry for cigarettes than slightly raising taxes. We can learn this from the alcohol prohibition of 1920. Simply banning a substance does not stop people from using or abusing it. And as mentioned earlier, it will be less noticeable if taxes are increased slowly and in small increments. According to www.wsj.com, in New York, a large black market already exists for illegal cigarettes. Nicotine is highly addictive, and several people will not be able to handle quitting cold turkey, forcing them to resort to buying nicotine in an illegal manner. There are still many alternatives to making cigarettes completely illegal. According to tobaccocontrol.bmj.com, in 1994, someone had the idea to reduce the amount of nicotine content, the highly addictive chemical in tobacco. Using this alternative, people will become less addicted and find it easier to quit. It's a good compromise between health and the freedom of choice our country has come to love. The government could limit the amount of cigarettes people smoke per day. An easy way to monitor this is by limiting the amount of cigarettes they can purchase. Once again, this is just one of the options that would be better than banning cigarettes completely, and rehab is still an option for people that need or want help quitting. Reducing the amount of nicotine in cigarettes is a clever way to prevent people from becoming addicted to cigarettes and help people quit. This can be achieved by just a few little steps made by the government. There are several alternatives to forcing Americans smoking citizens to quit cold turkey. These prevent the danger of forcing several thousand Americans to quit smoking completely. Some may be violent, and some may take drastic measures to get their hands on nicotine. Using other methods, we can work our way towards a healthier America. This is why cigarettes should not be banned in this country.